What is DNA? A big question. Let us learn today about how the DNA is exactly constructed. I am Ujwala and welcome to our channel Science. As we know that the full form of DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid. So let us learn somewhat in detail about this DNA. If you are new in our channel, don't forget to subscribe it and please like and share with others. The DNA consists of two molecules that are arranged into a ladder-like structure called a double helix. Firstly, by James Watson and Francis Crick, working in Cambridge, revealed the structure of DNA and provided a simple model which explained how the genetic information is passed from generation to generation. The molecule of DNA is made up of millions of tiny subunits that are called nucleotides. So first we'll learn about what is these nucleotides exactly. Here each nucleotide, which consists of three main parts, that is phosphate group, pentose sugar, nitrogenous base. Here first is the phosphate group, which will bind structure with a pentose sugar, and then it will bind with the nitrogenous base. All these three structures together known as nucleotide. There are also one other term, that is nucleoside, where the one molecule of phosphate is being removed. So only pentose sugar with nitrogenous base is called nucleoside. So that is the main difference between nucleoside and nucleotide. About the nucleotide, the phosphate and sugar form the backbone of the DNA molecule, whereas the bases form the rocks. So here, as we can see the ladder, the whole structure is being arranged of the DNA. There are major four types of nitrogenous bases are there, which are divided into purine and pyrimidine. These are A, C, T and G. So as we have learned, the nucleotide made up of three units, that is phosphate group, pentose sugar and nitrogenous base. So along with these three, it forms whole structure. Here, each base will only bond with one other specific base, that is majorly A for adenine, T for thymine. So only adenine can bind with thymine. Then cytosine, that is C, and G for guanine. So these both can bond with one another. So they form a base pair together. So if there is a one, it is known as nitrogenous base, but if they bind with another, it is known as base pair. Likewise, A bind a weak hydrogen bond with thymine, but in case of G and C, that is guanine and cytosine, they bond triple structure with the other. So here, as we discuss, one nitrogenous base bind with the another one, that is known as the complementary pair, and together, that is A with T, form a one base pair structure. Likewise, G with C form another base pair structure. This how the whole DNA strand will be bind together and make a two long stranded structure. Because of this complementary base pairing, the order of the bases in one strand determine the order of the bases in the other strand. So if we know that the one strand consists of this kind of structure, that is A, C, T, C, likewise, then the opposite base pair will be obviously A in place or in opposite to T, C in opposite to G, T in opposite to A, and likewise the whole structure will be bind together. and this is how the whole strand of two DNA strand will be formed. Then after, both this DNA will be slightly curved and form a helical structure of DNA. So this is how our whole DNA will be formed. Here, this DNA will form a complex helical structure consist of this nitrogenous base in it. Codes for a particular gene will produce protein. This protein works in our body to produce a body and the trait. If we go in detail about the DNA dimensions, the whole one each turn, or known as a pitch, of the helix is 34 angstrom, or it is also known as 3.4 nanometer. If we talk about two nucleotide base pair, so between these two nucleotide base pair, the length is of 0.34 nanometer. But what about the width? So the width of the DNA, that is of the whole double helix, is 2.0 nanometer. It is also known as 20 angstrom. So this is how the whole DNA strand is being formed. So to crack the genetic code found in DNA, we look at the sequence of base pair. So whatever sequence we just have studied, that A will bind with T, G will bind with C, this is the base pairs. So here the bases are arranged in a trait called codons. So if we consider the group of three base pairs, that is for example AGG, then CTC, three groups. So this group of three base pair is called codon because they code for particular structure. So here the major points are: a gene is a section of DNA that codes for a protein. The whole DNA, but it is a small portion or a section. But if we talk about the whole DNA in the nucleus, it is known as genome. Each unique gene has a unique sequence of bases. This unique sequence of bases will code for a production of unique protein. And here it is this protein and the combination of these proteins that gives us a unique phenotype. And this phenotype is our physical characteristic that we can directly observe. So let us quickly see how DNA forms protein and our character. That is very unique. So this is our DNA. In this DNA, we have a small portion, as we just learned, that is known as gene. After this gene will produce or code for a particular protein. Now this protein will be formed in our body, combined together and work for the characteristic, that is our trait. So this is how our DNA is what all the thing what we are. So whatever we are today, that is nothing other than the DNA that is given from our parents. So this is how the DNA will be passed from one generation to another generation, from father and mother to the offspring, and then likewise it will go on. Thank you for watching. Keep subscribing, keep watching, keep supporting, and please share our channel with the others. Thank you very much.